What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Automation Station here with the PeakBot team. I am Dylan, joined by Ben. I'm sliding myself over. Ben, what's up, man?
Whoa. How did that happen?
Well, if I'm speaking, I feel like I got to be in the top spot, but it's fine. And I also, the way my camera set up makes you feel taller than me, which I can't let happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to get closer. Get closer to camera.
Anyway. My hair's doing me a lot of favors these days.
Had to. You got a short haircut like 2 weeks ago, however long ago that was, and it was too short. But it has grown in nice due to the short haircut. I will say
it's weird though because I feel like the sides are still as short as they were when I got it cut.
Yeah, you're struggling to grow
longer. They're longer. I mean, I rarely see my hair that short.
No, you're right. You can still argue that looks like a fresh cut on the sides.
My hair on the side is shorter than your hair right now.
Yeah, and you didn't have to mention my hair. I've been looking for a hat within reach, and there's not one. But I need a haircut and to shave my face. But anyway, full show, good show for everybody today. We're going to start introducing a new segment called Hot Bots.
Hot Bots.
Or what's hot, what's not. We're not going to only talk about the good ones. We'll tell you everything. All right, but we want to focus in on what's hot for our traders right now, what's been working. So we're going to cover that today. Ben, are we doing some trader trivia?
And it's not just our bots. It's all of our partner bots as well.
So yeah, we'll take a look at our marketplace. All right, so a full list of PeakBot products and our partners. All right, so that's available on our link tree, which is on the banner below, linktree.com/use PeakBot for a full list of PeakBot's automated trading strategies, our products, and partner automations. Okay, Ben, do you have a high point or a low point from your day today, whether it's related to the market, work, or anything else? I don't know if it's a high point or a low point, but I want to hear yours.
Just today.
Just today. Oh, you know what? You can go to the week.
We're only halfway through the day today.
I know.
I mean, no.
Okay, that's fine. I just needed to find a way to work in something weird that happened to me today. I got thrown into a group chat with presumably 7 ladies who I got to be in here by mistake. All right, but it's a local number. I must be thrown in by one off digit. And they're talking about, ladies, if you're listening, I might come out and ruin your chat. It's about some lady who works in a chocolate shop, and she's in another chocolate shop because hers closed. And it's in Chester. It's like not far from us. It's this, Chester, New Jersey.
No way.
So, on Main Street, and Enchanted Chocolates, shout out in Chester, New Jersey, 43 Main Street. Maybe I'll come by and check it out, but I don't think I'm supposed to be in this group. Ben, I'm not exposing anything, but look, they're sending all these messages like chocolate, like life is smarter, better with chocolate and all this stuff. And I don't know what to do.
That's crazy.
So I don't know if that's a high point or a low point. We'll have to see where the chat goes. Maybe I just play along. Like, I think they think I'm Cindy or somebody.
You should play along for sure.
Right?
Okay. Have they called you out yet?
No. You ever get thrown into one of these group chats by accident by a phone number neighbor?
Usually it's on WhatsApp that I get thrown into these random group chats that are just spam.
Yeah, totally.
I don't care what commercials they put on TV about WhatsApp being a secure messaging platform. I don't get thrown into those group spam chats like that on SMS.
Sure, certainly not. You're absolutely right about that. WhatsApp, don't get me started on WhatsApp. I've had business deals ruined strictly because of WhatsApp. Anyway, let's get into it, huh? It's been a crazy week for the PeakBot team. We've been busy. If you're not following along, PeakBot's got we say this number shifts, but it's got to be close to 25, 30 strategies out on the market right now between us and our partner strategies. And so we're busy, we're trading. And I don't know about you all, PeakBot Universe and Ben, but I'm making some money. I ran my numbers. I'm up like 20% since the beginning of September. I'm pumped. So we're going to talk about what's been working for me and everybody else.
It was a good month.
It was
a really good month.
King Condor crushed it. Shorbo had a revival. All right, it was a red month. but it was really red for the first 2 weeks, and we saved it going 3 for 4
Came back
in
a
the
little
second
bit.
half. And we're going to show all these results in a second, but we're letting everybody join. If you want to check them out for yourself, head on over to peakbot.com. All right, Ben. So where do we start? I certainly want to cover partner bots, specifically JR28 Trading. Okay, Jovan, who's doing a fantastic job. That's a fully automated trading partner. Copy trading. All right, Tradier specifically. All right, so we'll get into that. Unless there's something else we want to talk about, Ben. And I'm thinking, you know, me and you've been talking offline about trying to come up with like a trade of the week and using some AI and everything else. Maybe we incorporate that into this show. Maybe we incorporate it into a private show.
Whoa, private
Plus
show.
subscribers.
I don't know. I think it should be free.
All right, we'll see. We'll have to talk. We'll figure it out. Chime in if you want a trade of the week. We're kind of doing it on the Monday show, but I think we can do more with it. Let's get into results, Ben. Huh? Let's just get into things. You got your screen up. What did you want to show us?
I've got my screen up. I was just going to talk about, honestly, I was going to talk about the BenBot trade today because I saw some questions coming through. Our support chat on that. And then don't forget about Trader Trivia. We've got that. And then we'll work that in somewhere between results. So why don't you queue up whoever you want to cover for results first? I'll cover the BenBot trade today. Because what happened with the BenBot trade today is something that doesn't happen often, and it's kind of like a refinement to our logic, because I've seen a pattern over the past couple of months, and I want to break that pattern because that pattern normally loses. It did not today, but normally it does.
So Ben, give the people a little bit of context for first-time viewers. BenBot, what do we got? It's a daily covered call strategy on IWM. 0 DTE, all right, with potential adjustments made if we're rolling calls down, etc. So I'm sure there's a little wrinkle as to what you're getting at. So go ahead, let's hear it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. So when the market opens, we buy 100 shares of IWM, we sell a covered call on it. If the market drops, then we go ahead and roll that strike down. We collect more premium, and then if we lose, we don't lose as much as the market loses, and if we win, we don't always win as much as the market wins, but we still win a healthy amount. You can go see results at pkbt.app/BB results. We'll get that. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all results here on what's hot, what's not, hot bots, whatever we want to call it. But here's the trade today. Okay. Here's the trade today. We got in at 245.17, got out at 245.40. And I'm going to hover over this, and the timestamp doesn't show for you guys, but it's showing for me. So we got in at 9:33. We got out at 9:42. So just a 9-minute trade. Now, normally this is held all day long, but I actually had a chance to look at the chart at around 9:40. And that's what made me want to stick to some logic. So or some logic that we had previously discussed. So I'm going to share this screen instead. I'm going to go to the 5-minute bar. So what I was looking at was we've got our low of day yesterday at 241. Now, when we opened up, we shoot right up out the gate, right? And then we are, let's just say we're right around this 246 range. So we go from 241.50 to 246. We could even say 246.50, right? Very, very quickly. When I saw that, that's a $5 jump. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, that's over a 2% move up from yesterday's low. Now, previously the rules were if we just gap up overnight, 2%. But what I've been noticing, and we don't have to go back too much or too often, but when we do see like a huge bump up in a day, so like from here, from a low of this day to we opened at a high. Now that wasn't as drastic of a jump, but we just kind of fell down for the rest of the day. So I've been noticing that trend for a while, and here we go, low of day here, bump up again. That looks like just about kind of like what we saw today. We bump up and then we just fizzle out for the rest of the day, and we turn that trade into a loss. So it's a pattern that I've noticed over the past several months here. And in order to break that pattern and break that streak of losses that we see here, I just scalped the trade, took a small profit, $23 profit. I'm green. Now today in particular, we are still above our strike price, which means we're still winning the trade per se. However, that's not always the case. And I'm willing to bet against this happening all of the time, taking smaller wins, maybe scalping those particular days, and then just taking the rest of the day off.
So you're locked in. We already today's done.
Today's done.
All right, we can put it on the board live if we want to. You're 3 for 3 in October, I'll tell you that. And the first 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday this week, big win. I mean, I say big, averaged out, right? It's about $100 per unit. And we'll share screen. In fact, why don't I pull that up now, Ben? Unless there was something else you wanted to walk through on the chart.
No, let's do it. All right,
so let me pull this up here. PeakBot is, for anybody who's not familiar, requires 25K in capital. Okay, cash needed. Ben, that number is going to have to change soon. Pretty soon, price of IWM is going to be, in the
over 260s.
Yeah. So we'll keep you all updated on that. But anyway, so on screen here, let's get rid of our faces. Let's zoom in on the results here. So this is October. All right, Ben, maybe what did you do today? I don't need to fill it in now, but $23 you said?
Plus 23, yep.
All right, so we're inching ever closer to already a 1% gain on the month in just 3 days. All right, so we're up about $220 just already in October. Here's September. All right, no days off in September. We love that. Trading every day, a lot of activity. You can see more green than red exited the month up $167, 0.7%. Is that below the average return? Certainly. Is it still green and a good return for a lion's share of your portfolio? Absolutely. All right. And so we can continue to look back here as we normally do. August was a good month at 1.2%. July was the only red month PeakBot has had. We see 1.5 in June, 6% in May, which certainly helps that monthly return. Just a stellar month there, nearly $1,300, 3.3 and 4.1. All right, so strong start. We'll get another one updated here by the end of the day. So again, up $220 per unit. You can trade 2 units on PeakBot, 2 units of PeakBot, and all of our next gen strategies. Same goes for King Condor and Shorebo. So Ben, let's slide into those unless you have anything else on PeakBot.
No, let's do it.
All right, so we are tradeless for King Condor in October thus far this week. Wednesday, what economic event was it? Do you remember?
Hold on, let me pull open the calendar. It was Wednesday this week. We had employment data. But actually going into Wednesday, it was VIX. VIX kept us out.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I think we still would have traded. And then going into yesterday, I believe it was VIX as well, which kept us out. And then going into today, it was non-farm payrolls, which due to the government shutdown were not reported. That was the reason for no trade yesterday into today. I believe we will have a trade today going into Monday.
Excellent. All right. So look, no news is good news there, right? Bot trades about half the time. All right. 10 trades a month on average. Here is September. Nice. Is this our best live month? So we launched end of March. Let's see. All right. So it's competing with May.
Yep.
So we had a stellar May and just shy, about $15 shy maybe of that month we had in May, $1,300 per unit. Again, you can trade up to 2 units on a PeakBot Pro. This is fun. I mean, right, Ben? I mean, this is what we're here for. Exactly what we're here for with King Condor.
You love to see that with King Condor, especially after the summer months.
Yeah, and again, this is a 13% return based on the budget that we like to put behind this strategy, okay? Realistically, this is a $10 spread. All right, this is a 1 DTE Condor. You're using $1,000 per trade. So this is an incredible return for King Condor in September. Be looking for an entry today in the afternoon, right after 3 o'clock. All right. King Condor's hot. Keep calm and Condor on, people. All right. Let's talk about Shorbo. So here was Shorbo's September. Let's rewind a little bit. All right. So I believe we launched this bot right here in July. So great first month. Okay. 7.1% return. Not a great August, not a great September. Okay. So a drawdown about 10 to 11% drawdown. Not the perfect math, but just looking at the 2 red months here. Okay. But glass half full. We had a resurgence here, as we were talking about briefly, in September for Shorbo. Second half, all right, it was a bloodbath here the first 2 weeks. We just, kind of call it surviving week 3, and a big win, 2 wins here in the end of September. So lessens the blow for the month, and we are off to a hot start in October, up nearly $270 a unit. Again, can trade 2 units. Ben, we're in a trade right now on Shorbo, I believe. How's that looking?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I don't know. I was actually going to ask you if you looked at it yet.
I have it. Give me one second. Go ahead.
Yesterday I think the credit was 160, not 159. 159.
Thomas, you watching, Thomas?
Thomas.
Thanks, man. Throw it in the fine jar, kid. We'll get it all. We'll get it all worked out here.
He might have been doing average, but I think that's just because a few people filled at 155 instead of 160.
Okay, gotcha. Here, I'm going to pull up the chart really quick. We're going to look at our live Shorbo position. I have the strike mapped out here. So let's pull this up. Okay. So this is the 15-minute bars on SPX. Let's show people, let's educate, huh? Let's show people how this happened. So first of all, the blue strike price right here, 67.30, that is our sold put on the day. Okay, so we're bullish on our Shorbo trade today. It was a put credit spread, so we want to stay above this 730 mark, which you can see trending in the right direction, at least thus far today. So here's the first 15-minute bar. Okay, this green bar here, I'm going to draw some lines at the top and the bottom of it. Okay, wish they were a different color, but we'll survive. Okay, so this is these blue lines is orb. Okay, so this is the opening range rather. And then you can see here, Ben, I think it was right on this candle because I got an entry right at 10:30, I believe. So I believe my guess is right here. We technically did break orb. Let's see.
Yeah,
so
that's what it was. 10:30.
So 67.38, and this was 67.30. Okay. Yep. So it closed just a few pennies above orb. We enter our trade. That gives us $10 of breathing room, which becomes our orange line here. And then that's the number we want to stay above for the rest of the day. Okay. So to get to the end of the trading session, we're looking to get right around here above our orange line. Awesome. So that's looking good right now. How much credit did we receive on that? I'll pull it up separately, but I think it was $120.
So if we're talking hot bots right now, out of PeakBot's 3 bots, what would you say is the hottest? It's not Shorbo, even though Shorbo's on its way back, but King Condor or BenBot? It's
King Condor. I mean, the month King Condor had is crazy, and these are the months we expect out of these bots. The customer, the trader, the PeakBot trader expects it always and often. All right, but this is what we're here for. King Condor's hot. Ben, it's hard for the BenBot to get hot because it stays hot, right? It's more so
it stays warm. It's
warm.
It's a nice. It's a bath. It's not a hot tub.
Yeah, it's a nice warm bath, just in the lineup, batting first, right? Ben Bot is top of the lineup, base hits, batting every day, getting the most ABs, getting the most trades. That's all reliable, really. But King Condor right now is Aaron Judge, putting fourth in the lineup, and see what he can do. How about Giancarlo, man? How about Stanton last night? Hey, can you hustle, dude? Can you not try to keep it?
He's just, it's postseason G, man. He's
hate
got the
him,
power.
Man.
He's got I love him in the postseason. I don't like his swing. I don't like how he's just too muscular to where he can't finish his swing. And he's just the slowest person ever.
Anyway, hey, go Yankees. We're two Yankee fans here. All right, so King Condor is the hot bot internally for PeakBot Pro subscribers. All right, for sure. But look, not financial advice. My opinion, I want to trade everything. Diversify, golden rule. That's how we balance our portfolio. And that's what I'm doing. So Ben, trader trivia while everybody's here.
Let's do trader trivia. Then we'll get into our partner bots, talk about what's hot there.
Yep.
That's important as well. But yes, let's go ahead and get trader trivia set up. So you just saw how our bots did. Right now, here's your opportunity to try our bots for free. All you have to do is answer this trivia question. Send your answer to the email on screen, which is experience@peakbot.com. If you answer the question correctly, we will email you back with a link to get started for 1 month for free on PeakBot's bots. Here's your chance, folks. And the question is, when did the New York Stock Exchange first allow computers to help with trading orders? A, 1955, B, 1965, C, 1971, or D, 1976? Is it A, B, C, or D?
So we got a 21-year range. Sorry, I spoke over you. We got a 21-year range here. It's tight. Yeah. Feels tight.
It's tight. All right.
All right. Well, I'll think about that. While you are thinking about that and submitting your answers to experience@peakbot.com for 1 month free of PeakBot. We sound automatic because we've been doing this for so long. Do it, people. Do it. What are you watching? What else are you doing? If you're watching us right now, what are you going to do? Watch us and not submit an answer for a free month of PeakBot? Wake up. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Ben. If you don't want to, give it to a friend.
Yeah. Come on. Give it to somebody else. Be a good person.
While we wait for you guys to email us at experience@peakbot.com, let's go over a quick did you know? Did you know a brand new stock exchange is on its way to Texas? The TXSE Texas Stock Exchange is expected to launch in late 2025. That's this year, as a direct challenger to the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. It's designed to offer lower listing costs, lighter regulations, and business-friendly environments. It's backed by some really big banks that we've all heard of, and it could reshape how and where U.S. companies go public. The Texas Stock Exchange.
I got to say something.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Right. They're bigger, but they're trying to be smaller. You know what I mean? Yeah. So first of all, this is our best did you know fun fact we've ever had. I'll say it. This is the best one. Cool. So look, I've seen this, didn't know all the details about it. This is pretty cool. I want to learn more about it. I want to know. It's interesting to see how these exchanges compete. Because they're not. Let's face it, they're not used to much competition, right? There's not much shaking up in this space.
Ultimately, they'd all just get acquired by the New York Stock Exchange. Like New York bought the Philadelphia Stock Exchange, the Boston Stock, like. That's probably what's going to happen here, but maybe not, because Texas likes doing Texas things.
Yeah, I was going to say, Texas doesn't like just getting bought and sold.
Yeah.
They want to come make some noise. All right, very cool. So you had some time. You hopefully emailed us, and you're hopefully right. Ben, do you know the answer? Have you looked at this?
I did look at it. I do know the answer.
All right, so let me see.
Do you have a guess?
Here.
Do you have a guess?
Well, yeah, I do have a guess. So the New York Stock Exchange allowed computers. Doesn't mean they didn't have computers working beforehand. It's when they said we can do this now. And then help is very gray to me. It's very gray. Like help what? Like, are we placing the trades or these fully algo? But anyway, my guess is going to be B, 1965.
All right. The answer is D, 1976, on the 200th birthday of America.
Wow. Okay, that's a good one.
The New York Stock Exchange introduced its designated order turnaround system, aka DOT, allowing computers to automatically process small trade orders for the first time. This sped up execution, reduced manual errors, and marked one of the earliest steps towards today's electronic trading system.
Whoa.
I mean, hey, speed up execution, reduce manual errors. I mean, that sounds like what we're all about here at PeakBot too.
Well, I got to tell you something. I got something brewing here. Dot to bot.
Dot bot?
Well, no, I'm not saying the dot bot. I'm just saying the transition, the world in which we live in really began with dot, and now we're here
with dot. We just went 2 letters too far.
That's it. So very cool, Ben. I think we got to clip this. I think this is a great trader. This is a great trader trivia. Did you know AI is getting smarter? By the way, if you're acting like, well, why are these guys so suppressed? We use AI to build this, all right, and then it's revealed here to us on the show. Yeah, we're very trusting of it now. Didn't used to be. Believe me, there's been some questions that don't make it to air. Okay, there have been some wild ones that AI.
There have been some crazy.
It has gone off. Yeah. But anyway, okay. Very good. Now, Ben, let's change the vibes up a little bit. Let's head into we don't use the rock music very much on here.
No, this is the outro music.
Oh, that's when I'm talking too much?
No, that's at the end when we've got to wrap up and you keep talking, then it goes
Yeah, that's exactly. Okay. All right. So let's talk about partners. Let's talk about partners that are active. All right, Ben, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Yes.
Can you, while I'm talking about our great partner, Jovan, over at JR28 Trading, can you pull up a Saturday report from our good friend, John, over at Terry's Tips, the most recent one?
I think I can.
And I just want you to zoom into the portfolio update. That's all we need. We're not showing this whole Saturday report. That is John's. But I want to show the screenshot of where he's at to date because he's been on quite a rip lately. All right. Incredible results for the year. 4 different trading portfolios. So anyway, Ben, I'm going to take your position down here on screen. I'm going to get us going up here. We're going to take a look at JR28. I'm going to pull up the automated account. So I am actually trading JR28 myself. Okay. I'm going to pull up my account with him at the moment. And then we're going to do this. Awesome. All right. So this is jr28.peakbot.com. If you're curious what we're doing here, this is a fully automated copy trading system exclusive to Tradier. So what does that mean? That means any trade that is being taken in this lead account by Jovan, okay, is being automatically copied into your account. Now, how do we work this and how does it, make sure we're above par here? Well, you're selecting every ticker, okay? So there's a universe of tickers that can be traded by Jovan. And you need to approve that list of tickers and add your budget for each ticker. Now, this is small account friendly. This is for 5K accounts. All right. If you have $5,000 in a margin account with Tradier, you can trade with Jovan. Now, results. Hang out for a second. He's up 37% in 2 months. All right. On a 5K account. That's $1,800.
Love that.
On 5K. So we're going to look at that in a second. But just so you have an understanding, you can see the current holdings here by Jovan. These are open positions, and this is the full trade log of every trade being taken, okay? So let's take a look at the results, all right? And by the way, I mentioned earlier my personal portfolios, the 2 accounts I'm running, JR28, both accounts are up between 15 and 20% since the 6th of September, so just under a month. And it's a lot of it is due to A, King Condor, B, a little bit of Shorebo resurgence, and definitely JR28 trading. Okay. So this is a fantastic tracking document that we have here. All right. So I'll zoom in a little bit. This started on 7/29. So end of July, 50 trades since that time total gain $1,850 on 5,000. Again, I think that's 37%.
Love that.
Love that. That's incredible. So here's every trade. As you can see, as we get closer to the bottom here, you'll see open positions. We just closed yeah, that's right. Fully automated for me. Thank you, Jovan. You've been doing a great job if you're listening. Just closed one the other day, Intel for a nice 15% return. But look at these closed trades. Look at the returns on these closed trades here, right? I mean, this is nothing to mess around with here. So fantastic job by Jovan. That's what's hot right now. JR28. I have my own positions open in there. I'll probably show those in my account here in just a minute. All right, Ben. So let's just tell the people, jr28.peakbot.com if you want to check it out. It starts at $150 a month. Very much justified right now.
For sure. And
get in. All right, Ben.
You only need 5K.
Only 5K in a Tradier account with margin, right? Buying options here. So you need margin. What level options? I think it's, let's just say 3 to be safe.
Well, and Jovan's not doing any spreads, is he?
I think it can occasionally come in.
Yeah, so let's just say level 3. You'll need level 3.
Okay. All right, cool. We'll get that off. Ben, talk to me about Terry's tips. And I guess just you want to give the intro to what he's doing over there?
Terry's tips. So we've been automating with Terry's tips for almost a year now at this point. Very, very established newsletter in the industry. Run by a guy named Terry, if you couldn't guess that. But it's run by a guy named John, and we talk to John quite often. Maybe we'll have him on the show one day. But up until, I'd say, 2 months ago or so, he was kind of in line with the market, kind of bouncing around when the market was chopping in terms of his results. But I don't know what's happened over the last 2 months, but he's really, really dialed in. And I mean, look at this. So John's got 4 portfolios that you can copy from him. One trades IWM, another Disney, another QQQ, and another Microsoft. Look at this year-to-date change on the Boomer's Revenge portfolio. That's a 97.1% on IWM. Now, BenBot trades IWM, but it's nowhere near a 90% year-to-date return. It's absolutely insane. In fact, all of his other portfolios look pretty good, except for the Rising Tide portfolio, which is the Disney underlying. He's down slightly in there, but the idea here is to trade all portfolios. I've got this going on my retirement account. That's how confident.
Can you pull up the front end of your Terry's Tips account just so people can see what it's looking like?
Well, there's no chart on it. There's
No. I was saying just so people can get an idea of the user experience on Terry's Tips.
Yeah, so very, very simple user interface. You just go here, you input your broker, and then you've got the 4 portfolios right here. You set how many units you want to trade on each portfolio, and then it tells you what your estimated buying power is for each of the units. And so essentially you need $40,000. So John will reset his portfolios at the end of each year to just $10,000 each. You need $40,000 to trade 1 unit on each of them. You can go up to 10 units on each portfolio. So you can trade up to $400,000 via this method. And I'll tell you what, if you were maxing out and trading $400,000 in Terry's Tips this year, you are loving life.
Pumped. Very pumped. We should actually put that number out there for somebody just to show the opportunity that's being provided. Technically, you could do this with as little as 10K. Technically, with buffer 10.2. Right? I mean, do we need day trading capabilities in that account? I know he's doing longer dated stuff, but is he ever making day trades? So 10K. If you wanted to run just, for example, his nearly 100% on the year return on IWM, which one is that? Boomer's Revenge. Yeah, 10K. And if you've been trading him all year, you've basically doubled your money. Your current value is at 19.7. All right. So terrystips.peakbot.com. Stop messing around. Also, exclusively on Tradier. Yeah.
Yes.
Also exclusively on Tradier. Pretty nice. All right. So those are the hot bots right now. We've got even more hot bots in beta. we'll be talking way more about Gex and Gexco and Jake over there. We'll likely have him on the show, I would hope, once we launch his bot. His results, we can't even, if we showed you guys his results, you would, well, we can't. What would we do? I mean,
We can't.
they're so good. They're so good.
We would get fined by the FTC, and
Yeah, somebody would flag us for fraudulent advertising. So what we'll have to do is you'll just have to see it happen live. Now, we will show you results, of course, as we're entering into a larger scale beta. If you're interested, we'll do a blanket statement. If you're interested in beta testing any PeakBot strategies and or PeakBot partner strategies, shoot us an email right now, experience@peakbot.com. Okay. Not to mention, if you want all of this handled for you, financial advisor to do all this because you love the idea of this, but you don't want to do any of it. Mark Phillips over at Harvested Financial, great partner and great friend of the program, and Tradier. Harvested Financial manages your portfolio for you, all right, with PeakBot strategies and more. All right, beautiful dashboard, monthly reports, everything. All right, Ben, do you think I've plugged enough?
I think you've plugged enough for sure.
How about this? Bots on bots on bots?
Bots on bots on bots on bots.
All right. What else do we need to cover here today, Ben? Any economic events, maybe?
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Get my screen back up here.
There have been one or two times where we get a live save from you. We look at this and we're like, whoa, that's next week.
Well, guaranteed. I always look at this on the weekend, like 1,000% will always get on the weekend. But yeah, I mean, if we notice something now, and I know there's going to be some things coming next week that we're going to have to make some adjustments for, but let's go ahead, look at Monday. A whole lot of nothing going on Monday, and who knows if these bill auctions will even happen if the government is still shut down. We will wait and see. Going into Tuesday, we got some Fed speeches. We got some more Fed speeches. We've got some more Fed speeches. No J-Powell though. No J-Powell. So
Hallelujah.
we will be trading right on through, keeping calm and condoring on, unless VIX tells us otherwise. Moving into Wednesday, things start to get a little dicey. We've got FOMC minutes. We've got 10-year note auction. Bots off for FOMC minutes. We've learned our lesson in the past, even though it is not FOMC, bots are off. Thursday, now we got J-Powell. We got J-Powell talking Thursday pre-market, and we've got a 30-year bond auction with plenty of other Fed speeches sprinkled in. On Friday, we've got that Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report. Right? I wish they would just move that to pre-market. Move that to 8:30. 8:30 Eastern, please.
Yeah, it's so hot and cold too.
It's every other Friday we get this, and it shuts our bots off. It's pretty annoying. I've got to sneeze.
God bless you, man. Hey, I will tell you, the noise canceling on these things are crazy. I tried having Thomas listen to me chew like a bacon cheeseburger the other day or whatever it was. Couldn't hear it.
Wow.
Anyway, couldn't hear
it. So that's what we've got next week, and then Columbus Day. I thought Columbus Day was on a Monday. Look at that. Market must be closed on Columbus Day.
It is.
We should golf.
Whoa.
We should golf.
All right. I'm going to have to call the missus. That's excellent. So market closed this Monday?
No. The 13th.
Following. Okay. Messed me up there. Well, you didn't mess me up. You said golf, and then I, in my head, got excited to whoa, maybe it's this Monday. All right, cool. So a couple things to look out for next week toward the middle and back half of the week. All right, so nothing shutting off our bots going into the weekend, right? I mean, King Condor, we can see an entry this afternoon. BenBot does its thing. Shorbo is already in its position. Let's get a live look at that before we log off, huh? One more live look at a Shorbo trade. I'll just pull up the trading view chart and we'll get out of here. All right, 1 second. All right, so again, we were bullish on Shorbo today, all right? SPX opening range breakout strategy. We simply need and want and have a desire to finish above $6,730 here. All right, so that's our sold put strike. It's a $5 strike. I'm sorry, $5 spread. So we got a bought put $5 below it. But as you can see, we've got some breathing room. These are the 15-minute bars, and well, I'm wishing us all luck. And that's it. We don't want to talk anymore about any open positions. We start to get weird about it. But I will tell you, last thing. If you are happening to be in a position with one of PeakBot's next-gen strategies, call it King Condor, call it Shorebow. Benbot can get fun at the end of the day, but King Condor and Shorebow get more fun. If we're ever close to a strike, we're going to go live. We've done this once or twice. If we're really close to one, which hopefully we're not today, we'll go live, catch it, ride the roller coaster with us. Okay, Ben, I've spoken enough.
Great. Well, let's wrap it on up here. Let
Get
me
the music going, dude.
Music for you.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to cut me off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are live Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern for Man and Machine. Tune in for learning a little bit more about our bots in the bot shop and much
Mark
more.
will be with us this week.
Mark will be with us on Monday. Monthly recap for his portfolios. So excellent. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, we'll see you at the peak. Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.